Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good
Steve,
evening, sir.
Ahmad, Alexander.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Okay, so guys, we were doing final accounts and accounts, okay, so we won't be starting a new chapter today. We will be doing a few more questions based on final account. Then after doing these questions, then we will start a new chapter. So probably we won't be able to start a new chapter today, maybe in the next class or after that. But before starting anything, I think I gave you question in the last session. So I hope you guys have done that question. So Alexander, Hamad, Steve, all of you did that question or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you guys have any doubt regarding that question, or shall we start with a new question directly?
No doubt, sir.
Sir, I think I got it wrong.
You got it wrong. Your balance sheet is not tallying.
Yeah, it's not tallying.
Okay. So have you got the gross profit or the net profit? I think I have already told you the values for the gross profit and the net profit, right? So
Yes, sir.
you got those values?
The gross profit is correct, but the
net profit is not correct.
The
Okay.
net, yeah.
All right, let me confirm with the other students as well. So Hamad and Halima, have you guys done that question?
Yes, sir.
So you guys got the balance sheet tallied?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Halima, you did the question? Say na, come on, yes or no? You did the question or no? Okay, so I'm presuming that she did not completed the question. No problem. So let me show you the solution, Alexander. And if you after seeing the solution you still have any doubt, then you can ask me. So let me just move to that particular question. Okay, so is this the question I gave you for homework?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me show you the balance, the trading account. So this is the trading account, guys. We have the gross profit 60,800, and this is our profit and loss account. So in the profit and loss account, I've told you that there will be a net loss, and net loss will be 42,750. So Alexander, please check your solution and let me know if you are having any problem, still having any problem. Any doubts? Shall we move to the next point? Next balance sheet.
Sir.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I think the provision for doubtful debt, I got 16,000 as the value.
You got 16,000 as provision for debt.
Yeah.
And why you got 16,000?
I don't know. I think the.
Let me check the question, just a minute. So we need to provide 5% for doubtful debt, and just a minute, and 4,000 of bad debt are to be written off. Okay, so we have written off bad debt 4,000, correct? And just a minute, we need to make 5% for doubtful debt. So debtors are how much? Debtor of 3,20,000. So we will reduce bad debts of 4,000 first of all, and then whatever the balance we will have, we will make a provision of 5%. So Just a moment, let me calculate. Bad debt is already given in the question as well. Bad debts.
Sir,
Yes.
I think it's because I didn't subtract bad debts first, you know.
Okay, so you didn't subtracted the bad debts. So we
Yeah.
need to subtract bad debt first. Out of 3,20,000, we will reduce 4,000. Then we will calculate 5% provision for doubtful debt.
Yeah.
Got
And
it?
it's correct.
Okay. So here we go. We have the balance sheet. This is the balance sheet. So I hope now your balance sheet will tally because you have committed the mistake while calculating the provisions. So therefore your balance sheet is not tallying. Okay, shall we move to the next question,
Okay,
Alexandra?
sir.
Okay. All right, guys. So we will do one more question based on the final account, and this is a little difficult. It is a little lengthy as well. So here we go. This is the question. From the following trial balance of Sri Swami Narayan, prepare trading and profit and loss account. Just a minute. Profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2018. Balance sheet is and a balance sheet as well. So we have been provided with a trial balance, and there are so many adjustments are also given. After considering all the adjustment, we need to prepare the trading, profit and loss account, and the balance sheet. So all of you, just first of all prepare the format of all the accounts, prepare the format of the profit and loss and the trading account and the balance sheet. Then we will start posting the item into the relevant accounts one by one. So do it quickly, please. Make the format. Let me know when you are done. Sorry. Done, everyone? Done with the format? Everybody?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Okay. So guys, first of all, the first item given in the question is opening stock. Make sure there is no adjustment entry regarding opening stock, and only then write it into the trading account. So I don't think there is any adjustment entry given in the question. There is no adjustment entry for the opening stock. So we will directly write 50,000 in the trading account on the debit side. Do it quickly, everyone. After that, we have purchases. Purchases. So purchases are 5,30,000, and we already know that purchases are to be recorded in the trading account after adjusting the returns. So make sure that there are no return given in the question, otherwise we will have to subtract it. So I don't think there is any returns given in the question, and neither there is any adjustment entry regarding purchases. Just do one thing. Let's first of all read all the adjustment entries one by one, so that while attempting each item, we have in mind that on which item we have the adjustment entry given. So first adjustment entry is regarding stock, closing the stock. Okay, then the second adjustment entry is regarding machine, wages, and okay. After that, an advance of rupees 10,000 given along with the purchase order was wrongly recorded in the purchase. So there is an adjustment entry regarding purchases given in the question. Are you able to see that? This is the adjustment entry regarding purchases. Everyone, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So now pay attention here. Purchases are 5,30,000, right? And here in the adjustment, it is given that an advance of rupees 10,000 given along with the purchase order was wrongly recorded in purchase. That means it should not be recorded in the purchases, right? We have made an advance payment of 10,000, and that should not be recorded in the value of purchases. So tell me, how do we treat this item? How do we treat this adjustment? How we will be making adjustment for this particular entry? Anybody? What are we gonna do with this? How do we treat this? 10,000 will be treated. How it will be treated? Tell me. Anybody having any idea? Alexander, Halima.
We'll
So
minus this from the original value.
Correct. We will minus 10,000 from the original value of purchases. So 5,30,000. We will reduce 10,000 from 5,30,000. Remaining value will be recorded in the trading account. Correct. Number one. Now, because we have made an advance payment of 10,000, so I think I have already told you, whenever we make payment on advance basis, that amount is also treated as our asset. Correct. So first of all, what do we do with the 10,000? We will reduce 10,000 from the value of the purchases. Number one. After reducing 10,000 from the value of purchases, again, advance payment of rupees 10,000 will be recorded in the balance sheet as well. Balance sheet on the asset side by the name of advance payment. Getting my point, everyone? What do? We will reduce 10,000 from 5,30,000. Then we will write down the remaining value in the trading account by the name of purchases. So finally, the purchase amount will be 5,20,000 only. And this 10,000 will also be recorded in the balance sheet by the name of advance payments. Got it? Everybody, Alexander, Hamad, do you want me to explain it again?
No, sir.
clear.
Clear. Okay, so do it, everyone. Do it quickly. Done. Moving on to next item. Then we have general expenses. General expenses. So let's check whether there is any adjustment regarding general expenses is given. Answer is yes. Adjustment entry 4 is regarding the general expenses. So what is written here? It says that general expenses include 20,000 paid for wages. So basically, general expenses is what kind of expense? Tell me. It is an indirect expense, correct? General expenses are indirect expenses, and general expenses should be recorded in the profit and loss account, correct? But this general expense include 20,000 for wages, and wages is what kind of expense? It is a direct expense.
Direct.
Correct. So what do we do? How do we treat it? We will first of all reduce 20,000 from general expenses. Correct. We will reduce 20,000 from general expenses because this 20,000 belongs to the wages. So general expenses after reducing 20,000 will only be How much? It will be, tell me, 25,000, correct? So now general expenses of 25,000 will be recorded in the profit and loss account. Getting my point, everyone? and 20,000 should be added to the wages. Correct, everybody?
Yes, sir.
All of you are getting this point, yes or no? Halima, Hamad. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me show the solution of this question. Let me show how it will be recorded in the profit and loss account and trading account. So see, in the trading account, we will be we will be adding 20,000 in the value of the purchases. We will record this 20,000 in the trading account. First of all, this 20,000 should be reflected in the trading account. We will add this with the wages, correct? And same 20,000 will be subtracted from the general expenses of 45,000, and we will record this after reducing 20,000. 25,000 will be recorded in the profit and loss account. Clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, next item. Next, we have stationery. Stationery 6,000. So let's check whether there is any additional entry given for stationery, and I don't think there is any additional entry for stationery is given in the question. So we have wages, advanced furniture, depreciation, carry forward, okay, BR. All right. So there is no adjustment entry for stationery, so we will directly write it into the profit and loss account. Please write it in the profit and loss account. In the profit and loss account, stationery. The stationery will be recorded in the profit and loss account here. Stationery 6,000. Next item. After that, we have wages. So I hope everybody knows how to treat wages. Wages will be recorded in the trading account, but make sure there is no additional entry regarding wages is given. So I think adjustment entry number 5 belongs to the wages adjustment. So see what is written here. It is written that wages include sum of rupees 50,000 spent on the erection of a scooter stand for employees. So basically, employer have made a scooter stand. Basically, he have made a structure wherein employees can park their scooters. Basically, he have made a parking space. You can say it is a kind of shed, or you can say a building or a space which has been erected by the employer so that employee can stand their scooter or vehicle in that particular parking space. Getting my point? So any amount incurred on erection of any property, is considered as a capital expenditure. Getting my point? So this amount should not be recorded in the wages. This should instead be recorded in the balance sheet. Getting my point? Amount that we are spending on erection of a scooter stand, that means we are erecting a building or a particular property, and when amount is spent on property, it becomes our asset, right? So how we will be going to treat this? We will first of all reduce 50,000 from the value of the wages. Got it? We will reduce 50,000 from the wages, and then we will add 50,000 in the value of the building in the balance sheet. Everybody, is it clear? We will add 50,000. So see, building is already given in the question. How much is the value of the building? 14,50,000. So we will further add 50,000 in the value of the building. Erection of a scooter stand will be considered as a erection of a building. So 50,000 will be added to the building in the balance sheet, and also it will be subtracted from the value of the wages, because this amount does not belong to the wages. Everybody, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, we will be reducing this amount from the wages. So see, less construction of shed. This is 50. This 50,000 has been spent on erection of the scooter stand. So this 50,000 has been subtracted from the wages. 2,15,000. We will subtract 50,000, and further we have already subtracted expenses incurred for general expenses. Okay, and now the same amount should be reflected in the balance sheet as well. So we will add see, here with the building we will add 50,000. We will add same amount in the balance sheet as well with the value of the building. So that building is already given in the question, 14,50,000. Done, everybody? And after adding the value of the shed in the value of the building, we won't be writing the final value in the final column. We are yet to calculate depreciation on this particular amount. After calculating depreciation, then we will be writing the final value in the balance sheet. So for now, just leave this part. Is that clear, everybody? Any doubts?
No, sir.
No doubt.
Halima, any doubt? Halima?
No doubt.
All right. So, okay. Next is trade charges. Trade charges 25,000. So now just check whether there is any additional entry regarding trade charges is given, and I don't think there is any additional entry for this. So please record the entire amount in the profit and loss account. Entire amount in the profit and loss account. Entire amount in the profit and loss account. Trade charges. Here we go. Trade charges 25,000. All right. Now the next item is rent. Rent. Do we have any additional entry regarding rent? Rent is 44,000. So just check whether there is any additional information regarding rent is given, and I'm not able to find any additional item. Okay. Wages. Then okay. No additional entry for rent is given. So how we are going to deal with the rent? Halima, Alexander, Hamad. What are we going to do with the rent? Tell me quickly.
Profit and loss account.
Profit and loss account. Correct. So in the profit and loss account, we will write down the amount 44,000. Then after that we have charity. So there is no additional entry regarding charity as well. Charity is an expense. So we will write it in the profit and loss account. Again, charity in the profit and loss account. Charity 5,000. Right? After that we have advertisement expenses. Advertisement expenses is given. Now tell me, is there any additional information regarding advertisement expenses?
Yes.
Yes, there is. Tell me, in which point? Where is the additional entry regarding advertisement is given?
Eighth.
Eighth entry. Eighth is okay. Carry forward 2/3 of advertisement expenses as unexpired. That means we have made an prepaid advertisement expense. Getting my point? So out of 30,000, we will reduce 2/3, and same amount will be recorded in the balance sheet. Getting my point? Let me tell you. Let me show you how it will be done. So advertisement expense. Total advertisement expense is 30,000, but the entire amount does not belongs to this period. Out of 30,000, only 1/3 belongs to this particular period, and remaining is unexpired. That means it belongs to the next or the upcoming period. So this is the unexpired amount of advertisement expense. Unexpired advertisement expense. Okay. So how we are going to deal with this? We will calculate 1/3 of 30,000. It will be 10,000. Then we will calculate 2/3 of 30,000. It will be 20,000. Listen to me very carefully. We will subtract 10,000 from, sorry, we will subtract 20,000 from 30,000 because this amount is yet to be expire, or basically this amount belongs to the next period, upcoming period. Therefore, after reducing 20,000, we will we will write down the remaining value that belongs to this particular period, 10,000, in the profit and loss account. So in the profit and loss account, advertisement expenses will be recorded at rupees 10,000 only. Then same amount, then the remaining amount 20,000 will be recorded in the balance sheet. On which side? Balance sheet on which side? Tell me. We will be writing it on the asset side because it is yet to be expired. That means it is a kind of advanced advertisement expense. So we will write it as unexpired. We will write it by the name of unexpired advertisement expense. Unexpired advertisement expense in the balance sheet, 20,000. So this is how we will be dealing with this. Done, everybody? Any doubt? Halima, Hamad, Alexander?
No, sir.
No doubt.
Okay. So let me show you how it will be done. So first of all, in the profit and loss account, we will record advertisement expense at 10,000 only, and the remaining 20,000 will be recorded in the balance sheet. So in the balance sheet, it will be recorded as unexpired advertisement expense. How much? It will be 20,000. Done. Now, next item. Next we have is, just a minute. Next is carriage on sales. Carriage on sales. So I don't think there is any adjustment entry given regarding carriage on sales. So entire amount will be recorded in the profit and loss account because it is an indirect expense. 12,000 should be recorded in the profit and loss account. So this is how it will be recorded, 12,000 in the profit and loss account, entire amount. Next item is bills receivable. Bills bills receivable. So is there any additional entry regarding bills receivable given in the question? Tell me, guys, do we have any additional or the adjustment entry given in the question regarding bills receivable?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we have the adjustment entry number 9 regarding the bills receivable. It says that a bill of rupees 20,000 was discounted with the bank, but it is not yet matured. Listen to me very carefully. We have made it. We have basically discounted the bills receivable with the bank costing 20,000, but the same amount, but the bill is not yet matured. So if bill is not yet matured, it means that we won't be reducing any amount from bills receivable. If bill would have been matured, then we would have reduced the bills receivable by 20,000. Getting my point? If bills receivable was matured, then we would reduce 20,000 from the value of the bills receivable given in the trial balance. Since the bills receivable is yet to be matured, though it has been discounted with the bank, but it is yet to be matured. That means we won't be reducing our asset. Bills receivable is our asset. Since it is not yet matured, therefore we won't be reducing it from the value of the from the balance sheet, irrespective of whether we have discounted it with the bank or not. It does not matter. If bill is not yet matured, then we are not going to reduce our asset. Bills receivable is our asset. Since bills receivable is not yet matured, that means our asset is still 30,000. Irrespective of whether we have discounted it with the bank or not, bills receivable will remain same. But sir, when will the bills receivable be reduced? So bill receivable will only be reduced when bill is actually matured. Let's say if it was given in the question that bill receivable of rupees 20,000 was discounted with the bank, or whether it is not discounted with the bank, that is not the point of concern. It says that the 20,000 bills receivable was matured, then only we will reduce 20,000. Right, everybody? Is that clear to all of you? So bills receivable will be recorded in the balance sheet at full value. We are not going to reduce 20,000 from bills receivable. So this entire amount will be reflected in the balance sheet. See, in the balance sheet, we will reflect it at 30,000. Got it, everybody? Is that clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, next item we have. Next we have is sundry debtors. So check whether there is any information regarding debtor is given in the question. Is there any information regarding debtor is given? And I don't think there is any additional entry regarding sundry debtor is given. So we will write down the entire amount of sundry debtor in the balance sheet on the asset side. So 2,20,000 in the balance sheet on the asset side. See, debtors 2,20,000. Done. Anyone having any doubt? Alexander, Steve, Hamad?
No, sir.
Hamad, any doubt?
No, sir.
No doubt.
Okay. Now, Halima, tell me where we should record cash discount. Where we should record the value of cash discount.
Profit and loss account, credit side.
Profit and loss account on which side?
Credit.
Credit side. Why it should be recorded on the credit side, Halima? See, the cash discount is recorded in the trial balance on the debit side, right? So if cash discount is recorded on the debit column of the trial balance, that means we have given a cash discount. So in that case, cash discount given is a loss. It is an expense. So we will write it in the profit and loss account on the debit side. Cash discount should be recorded in the profit and loss account on the debit side, 16,000. Tell me, is this clear, Halima?
Clear.
Okay. Now, next is cash in hand. Tell me, cash in hand. Where do we record cash in hand? Balance sheet. Perfect. So cash in hand, please record it in the balance sheet. After that, we have furnitures. Cash in hand will be recorded in the balance sheet here. 22,000. After that, we have furniture. So just quickly check whether there is any additional entry regarding furniture is also given. So I think there must be, okay, yes. So we have additional item 7, depreciate furniture at 15%. This is the additional information regarding furniture. Okay, just check whether there is any other information also given regarding furniture. And I don't think there is any other information. New machine. Okay. Okay, so this is the only additional entry, additional adjustment for furniture that we have to make. So furniture is of how much? 1 lakh. we have to depreciate it by how much? 15%. So tell me, furniture after reducing 15% will be how much? It will be 85,000. So 85,000 should be recorded in the balance sheet, and the amount that we have charged on furniture as depreciation, it should be reflected in the profit and loss account on the debit side. So first of all, we will go to the profit and loss account. On the debit side, we will charge depreciation on furniture 15,000, correct? And by same amount, value of furniture will be reduced in the balance sheet. Value of furniture is how much? 1 lakh. We will reduce it by 15,000, and remaining value of 85,000 will be recorded in the balance sheet. Tell me, all of you, is this correct? All of you having any doubt?
No doubt.
No.
Okay. Let's move to the next item. Next we have is advance for furniture. Advance for furniture. So we haven't purchased any furniture. We have paid an advance payment for furniture. We have made an advance payment. Tell me, how do we treat this? Advance furniture should be recorded in which account? Do you think it is an expense, or it is a liability, or it will be an asset because payment has been made on advance basis? Tell me what or how it will be treated. Come on, tell me. Advance for furniture.
Sir, in the adjustment, it says for the proprietor's residence.
Okay, so we have the adjustment also. So adjustment for furniture, advance for furniture is for furniture at proprietor's residence. Who is going to tell me how we are going to deal with this?
Sir, we subtract from capital.
Correct. We will subtract this amount from the capital, considering it as a drawing by the owner, by the proprietor. Got it, everybody? Because advance has been paid, advance has been made for the furniture for proprietor's residence. That means it will be considered as a drawing. So this will be subtracted from the value of the capital of the proprietor. So we will go to the balance sheet and we will subtract it from the value of the capital. So this is the value of the capital, and we will subtract drawings from the value of the capital, 40,000. Done, everybody? Hamad, is this clear? Halima, is this clear?
Okay.
Okay. Now, next item, we have the plant and machinery of 6 lakhs. So quickly find out whether there is any adjustment regarding plant and machinery is given, yes or no. So I think for plant and machinery, we have to charge a depreciation of 20%. This is one of the adjustment that we have to make, and I don't think there is any other information regarding machinery is given. Okay, so we have one more information regarding machinery. Adjustment entry second. A new machine was installed during the year costing 2 lakh. Correct? But it was recorded in the book. But it was not recorded in the book. So first of all, since it is not recorded in the book, we will have to record it in the book, because new machine have been bought. So we will, tell me where we are going to record this. We will be recording it in the balance sheet along with the value of the plant and machinery. So this 2 lakh should be added to the value of the plant and machinery, plus wages paid for its installation, rupees 10,000 have been debited to wages account. So we have basically, by mistake, we have debited 10,000 in the wages account. Instead, it should be, see, whenever you make any payment for the installation of machinery, that is considered as the part of cost of machine. amount spent on installation of machine is considered as a part of cost of machine. So total cost of machine in this case will be how much? Tell me, it will be 2 lakh or 2,10,000. Tell me guys, how much the new machine cost should be taken into consideration, 2 lakh or 2,10,000? Tell me, Hamad, Alexander, Halima, how much should be the value of the new machine that we should take into consideration, 2 lakh or 2,10,000?
2,10,000.
2,10,000, because 2 lakh was the cost of machine, plus we have spent 10,000 further for its installation. That means total cost of machine will be 10,000. So just keep this in mind. Whenever we calculate the value of the cost, we include all the expenses incurred on that particular asset till the point of installation. All the expenses incurred for any asset till the point of installation is considered as part of cost of asset. So installation is also part of cost of assets, and that's in this case 2 lakh plus 10,000 will be total cost of machine. Now one thing here, wages paid for installation has been 10,000. This amount should not be recorded in the wages, right? By mistake we have recorded in the wages. So first of all, what we will have to do, we will have to reduce 10,000 from the value of the purchases. Sorry, value of the wages. Got it? So see, we will go to the trading account, we will reduce wages on machinery 10,000 from the wages. This should be reduced from the value of the wages. From 2,15,000 we will reduce 10,000. Tell me guys, is this clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we are going to go to the balance sheet. We will go to the balance sheet and record the value of the plant and machinery in the balance sheet. So 6 lakh is already given in the trial balance. Then we have bought machinery costing 2,10,000 during the year. So we will add 6 lakh plus 2,10,000. So the total value will be 8,10,000. And after that, we will calculate depreciation at the rate 20%. Is this clear, everybody? So we will go to the balance sheet. We will write down 6 lakhs plant and machinery that is given in the trial balance. Then we have made an addition 2,10,000. On this amount, I'm sorry. On this amount, we are going to charge depreciation at the rate 20%. So this will be 1,62,000, right? Machine depreciation on machinery was how much? It was 20. Sorry. Yeah. So depreciation on machinery was 20%. So 20% on to 8,10,000 will be 1,62,000. And after reducing this value, we will write down the final value in the final column of the asset side of the balance sheet. So it will be 6,48,000. Tell me, everybody, is this clear? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Clear.
Now, then we have buildings. Value of building is given in the question. So building is of 14,50,000, and we have made a parking space for employees so that they can stand their scooters, and the value of that stand is also 50,000. So we will add 50,000 in the value of the building. So total amount of building will be how much? It will be 15 lakh. Then there is additional entry regarding depreciation on building is given in the item 7. So we have to charge 10% for depreciation of building. So after adding 50,000 and 14,50,000, we will be charging depreciation at 10%. That will be 1,50,000. Got it, everybody? Achha,
Yes,
one
sir.
more thing. In the last entry, we have to transfer the depreciation and plant and machinery in the profit and loss account as well. So we will transfer the 1,62,000 on depreciation charged on plant and machinery in the profit and loss account as well. So make sure you have done it. Got it, everybody?
Yes, sir.
And also now we have to calculate depreciation on building. So we will again post the value of the depreciation in the building in the profit and loss account, as well as same amount will be reduced from the value of the building in the balance sheet as well. So building is 14,50,000. We have made an addition of 50,000 during the year, and now we will charge depreciation on this amount. That means on 15 lakh it will be 10%, so 1,50,000, and the remaining amount should be written in the asset side, 13,50,000. Got it, everyone? Any doubts?
No doubt.
Halima, Alexander,
No doubt.
Hamad, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, now let's come to the credit side of the trading account. So we have on the credit side, we have the value of the capital, that is 20 lakhs. And I'm sure you already know how to deal with the value of the capital. So we will be recording it in the balance sheet on the liability side, and make sure from this amount you reduce the value of the drawings. So capital will be recorded on the debit side or the liability side of the balance sheet. Now, after that we have sales. Sales is how much? It is 12,50,000. And make sure before writing it in the trading account, make sure that there is no sales return, and there is no sales return given in the question. So we will write down the entire amount in the trading account on the credit side, 12,50,000 on the credit side of the trading account. Done, everyone? All right. After that we have sundry creditors. Okay, so sundry creditors is how much? 1,36,000. So this amount should be reflected in the balance sheet, and since there is no additional entry regarding sundry creditor, so we will write down the entire amount in the balance sheet on the liability side. On the liability side, 1,36,000. Next, then we have trade charges but not paid. Trade charges but not paid. Tell me how we are going to deal with this. Trade charges but not paid. Trade charges due but not paid. Sorry. Trade charges are due but not paid. What does it mean? It means it is yet to be paid. So anything which is yet to be paid becomes our asset or liability. Anything which is yet to be paid becomes our asset or liability.
Liability.
Liability. So we will be writing it in the balance sheet on the liability side. Hamad and Halima, why you guys are not answering anything? Are you clear about this now? It will be our liability or asset?
Liability.
Liability, correct. Halima, is this clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Now, so we will go to the balance sheet and write it in the on the liability side. Outstanding trade charges 5,000. Now again, in the trial balance we have outstanding rent of 4,000. Outstanding rent of 4,000. Tell me, outstanding rent of 4,000. How we are going to deal with this? Outstanding rent. There is no additional entry regarding rent is given, so we can directly write down the entire amount in the balance sheet On the liability side, outstanding rent 4,000. And now finally the last amount, bank balance. Tell me on whether it will be recorded in the trading account, profit and loss account, or balance sheet, and on which side? Tell me, everyone. Tell me, Halima. Bank balance should be recorded in which account, on which side?
Asset side.
Asset side in the balance sheet. Okay. Hamad, please tell me whether she is saying correct or wrong.
Sir, it's correct.
Correct. Alexander, what is your opinion about this? Bank
Sir,
balance?
correct.
Correct. So guys, all of you are incorrect this time. So see, now try to pay attention. What is written here? Bank balance is written on the credit side of the trial balance. Do we have basically bank balance is an asset or liability? Generally, bank balance is an asset, correct? And if it is an asset, it should be recorded on the debit side of the trial balance. See, all the assets has been recorded on the debit side, like plant and machinery, like building, furniture, cash, debtors, bills receivable. All the assets has been recorded on the debit side of the trial balance. Then why do you think bank balance is given on the credit side of the trial balance? Don't you think that it should be given on the debit side of the trial balance? All of you, it should be given on the debit side of the trial balance. But see, bank balance, whenever it is in negative, whenever you overdraw fund from your bank account, that is called overdraft. So whenever you have negative bank balance, then amount is recorded on the credit side of the trial balance. So credit side of the trial balance, whenever bank is indicated on the credit side of the trial balance, this indicate overdraft. This is not general normal bank balance. This is overdraft. Oh, I'm not able to write it. Okay, I hope all of you got this. This is called overdraft. Everybody, is this clear? Bank balance on the credit side indicate overdraft, and overdraft is our asset or liability? Tell me, overdraft is our asset or liability?
Liability.
Liability. So we will be writing it in the liability side of the balance sheet. We will go to the balance sheet and write it in the liability side. So see, on the liability side, we will write bank overdraft of 45,000. Got it, everyone? Is this clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Okay, so I think we have recorded all the items in the relevant column. So now all we need to do is to calculate gross profit or the net profit, right? All right, so everyone calculate gross profit quickly. Calculate, or else let me show you the trading account and the gross profit. Make sure you are getting the same values on the debit side and the credit side of the trading account. So see, on the credit side, we will have sales and the close. Oh, just I think we haven't recorded the closing stock yet. Yeah. So we have to record the closing stock. So the closing stock should be recorded on the credit side of the trading account as well as in the balance sheet. So we will record it in the, first of all, in the trading account 60,000, and then again in the balance sheet. So in the balance sheet, we will write down closing stock at 60,000 asset side. Okay, now we will tell you. Now see, in the trading account, you must have credit balance of 13,10,000. Everybody is getting this value. Hamad, Alexander, Halima. All of you are getting this value, 13,10,000 on the credit side of the trading account.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, now tally the balances on the debit side. You should have the opening stock of 50,000, then the purchases of 5,20,000. Then you should have the final value of the wages as 1,75,000. After making all the adjustment in the wages, we will have to make 3 adjustments. First of all, we will have to add 20,000. That is by mistake we have added in the general expenses. Then we will have to reduce 50,000 that we have spent on scooter stand, and then again we will have to reduce 10,000 that we have incurred on installation of machinery. So after reducing 50,000, 10,000, and including 20,000, the balance that we will be getting 1,75,000. Correct? And now we will reduce all these items. So the remaining value will be our gross profit of 5,65,000. So tell me, have you guys, are you guys getting this value? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Now, as usual, we will carry forward this gross profit to the profit and loss account. So see, on the credit side of the profit and loss account, we don't have any other item except gross profit. So gross profit will be 5,65,000. And now from 5,65,000, we will reduce all these expenses. So expenses, make sure your expenses are tallying with the expenses that I have on screen. Cash discount of 16,000. Then you should have general expenses of 25,000, stationery 6,000, trade charges 25,000, rent 44,000, charity for 5,000, 10,000 for advertisement expenses. Carriage should be 12,000, and depreciation on furniture 15,000. Depreciation on building is 1,50,000. Depreciation on plant and machinery should be 1,62,000. So after reducing all these items, all these values from 5,65,000, you must get 95,000. Tell me, you guys are getting the same items on the debit and credit side of the profit and loss account? Hamad, Alexander, and Halima. Halima, Hamad, Alexander. Any discrepancy, any variation?
It's same.
Same.
Same,
Same.
sir.
Very good. Now we will simply carry forward this net profit to the profit and loss to the balance sheet, and then we will adjust it with the capital. We will add net profit in the value of the capital, subtracting 40,000 from the capital. We will write down the final value of the capital on the liability side. Okay. Now make sure you have the same values as on the asset side of the balance. $20,000. Building must be 13,50,000. Cash in hand should be 22,000. Closing stock should be 60,000. Debtors 2,20,000. Advance against purchases must be 10,000. Bills receivable should be 30,000. So all the amount, adding all the amount, you must get 24,45,000. If you are getting all these items on the asset side, then I'm sure that you will get the total value as well, 24,45,000. And from this value, now we will total the values on the credit side. So on the credit side, you must have the value of the creditors as 1,36,000. Outstanding trade charges should be 5,000. Outstanding rent 4,000. Bank overdraft 45,000. Capital should be 20,55,000 after adjusting drawings and net profit. And finally, the net creditors for machinery 2 lakh. Got it, everyone? Any doubt? Everybody is
No,
getting
sir.
No, sir.
Alexander?
No doubts.
No doubt. So okay, so this is it, guys. This is the question that I need to discuss in today's session. So I hope everything that we have discussed in today's class is clear to you. I am preparing a question for assignment, and I'll share those questions soon, maybe by tomorrow. So you will get your assignment, and the assignment will be based on final account, including adjustment entries, and we will have few questions without adjustment as well, but mostly most of the question will be for the basically final account based on adjustment entries. So you will have to wait for assignments to arrive. So in the meantime, practice the question that we have already discussed in class. probably in the next class, maybe we will start a new chapter, or if I found any other question that should be discussed in class, so we will do few more questions based on final account in the next class. Otherwise, we will start a new chapter. So this is it for today's session in accounts. So we will take a break of 5 minutes, then we will continue with our economics parts. Thank you so much everyone for attending class. This is it
Thank
in
you.
economics section.